We're now joined by two members of the national team, Yrick and Ina. Guys, thank you very much for joining us on the show.
Thank you for being here.
And Ina, first of all, you are one of the most longest tenured national team players in our women's senior team. And we all know that football is popular all over the world, but for some reason, here in the Philippines, not so much. And it's so easy, especially when you're younger, to just stop playing football and go into something else, maybe a more popular sport like volleyball or basketball. What kept you playing football?
Well, when I was younger, I didn't really think of what it was outside football. I was just in the sport and I was just enjoying what it did to me, and it just became a passion. So every time I would play, I felt like I was just in my own little stage and I could move like freely and express myself through playing the sport. So I think that gave me enough motivation to keep going, and then it opened doors like scholarship in college, and I just kept grabbing it until I was able to earn my spot in the senior team.
So, Yrick, I have a question for you, Naman. Because your story is very different, very, very different. You, Naman, you're from Scotland, from Edinburgh to be specific. And yet you come here often to play for the national team. What keeps you coming here to play a sport that's more popular where you actually are?
Well, I think the fact that it's developing, I want to be part of it. Especially just how the fields and stuff, it's obviously different. But the fact that it's developing in my home country, which I love, and the sport, obviously, I want it to grow in the country as well, and I want to be part of it, and I want to be there to see how it goes and help with it.
Well, Yrick, there are two types of national team players, those who are based abroad and those who are homegrown and basically found a way to hone their skills here. Since you're one of those who actually came from abroad, can you tell us a bit about the thought process of actually saying, I want to play for the Philippines, I want to come home and wear these colors and not anyone else's colors?
Well, it's mostly for pride, just like representing our country, your country as well, and making your parents proud and your family and stuff especially. But yeah, mainly that, just to make them proud and have some people in Philippines looking up to you, so it can develop, just helps us more.
Where would you say that the sport of football is in the Philippines today?
I think it's grown so much, and I'm so happy with the progress it's made, not just for men's but also for the women's, because we have a lot of quality players, young ones, but the only struggle is how we can bridge them from the grassroots to the seniors. I think that's one of the struggles that we have. But basically, it's been such a nice journey to experience it from at its lowest to not highest, but getting there.
Yes, yeah. Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. And Yrick, I know you're fairly new to the football scene here in the Philippines, but then we're obviously hopeful that it gets better and better. How do you see it from your point of view?
From seeing how it's progressing, I can see that it's obviously getting better and better. I wasn't here when it was obviously at the low point, but I can see that it's getting better and better. But as was saying, the bridge to the grassroots is a big, massive thing. It'll help the national team to obviously go forward with homegrown players instead of the players that go from abroad. But I can see it. I can definitely see it getting better and better.